And it is time for the weekend download, and we are marking World Mental Health Day. Now, in these pandemic times, there are more challenges than ever on our state of mind. And joining us to talk about it all is Dr. Ken Duckworth. He is the Chief Medical Officer over at the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Doctor, thank you so much for being here.
Gio, thank you for taking an interest in this critical topic.
Listen, it has been such a challenging year, to say the least, but it has really brought the issue of mental health into the spotlight, hasn't it?
This is the silver lining of the pandemic, which is that we're talking about mental health in ways that we have never talked about it before.
Absolutely. Are there any differences that you're seeing in where we are this time of year as opposed to last year?
Yeah, it's a good question. We're still facing uncertainty. We're still facing variables that are difficult to discern. None of us like the unknown. And so I think that the way I think about this is teenagers and kids have disproportionately been impacted by this, Gio. And so it's important to learn from what worked for them last year. Remember, kids are in a stage of life where they have to get out in the world, try things, learn things, find an identity. And so in a way, this entire endeavor has been the hardest on young people. Yeah, and just keep that in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's stay on young people because it's been especially tough for kids. I know so many parents are talking about what their 3- and 4-year-olds are saying, and they're having a hard time. So how do we support them?
Yeah, I think the idea is to keep the conversation going. It should be easier with a 4-year-old, but a 14-year-old may be resistant. So for a 3- to 4-year-old, you're looking at structure, routine, and you taking care of your mental health as a parent. And that's not always easy because parenting is a full-time 24/7 endeavor, but they're going to look to you to see that the world is okay. For teenagers, they may not communicate distress to you as much. They may show you through actions or sleep difficulties or irritability. So I think the game is in the teenage years to really keep the conversation going. And when they're going to talk to you, it's undoubtedly going to be the least convenient time for you. But that's the moment that you have to take advantage of.
And doctor, I think it's really important that we ask here, what are the warning signs that someone you love may be having mental health challenges? What can we do about it?
Yeah, so remember that your years of loving someone are in the bank for your conversations. So some of the signs, sleep changes are a very common phenomena, but not all sleep changes are mental health conditions. Agitation, sadness, but not all sadness or agitation are mental health conditions. Changes in energy, changes in functioning, drops in schoolwork would be a good example. Loss of interest in friends is kind of a critical one for the teen years, because remember, they're trying to make their way in the world, Gio, and find other relationships. So if you see enough of these symptoms, consider talking to a pediatrician or going to an online screening tool to find out if you might be in the area of having a loved one with a mental health condition. I don't attack it directly and say, I think you're depressed, I think you need help. I try to come alongside of it. This is a motivational interviewing strategy. You see that you're having sleep trouble. You see that your friends are not wanting to connect with you. I see that too. Could we talk about that? It is World Mental Health Day, and more people are open to talking about their mental health, but it is easy to activate defensiveness if you come on too strong and too directly, in my experience.
Such an important conversation. Dr. Duckworth, thank you so much for being here.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.